Look, it's one of those days. It's a no preamble kind of day. But I'm telling you, if I only streamed when I knew I'd have time to stream, you would probably never see me again. We identified this spot last time. Okay? Pool of order choices increases by 1. It's good. Can't forbid consumption or favor any species. It's like a little bad. However, did you consider the astronomical amount of Citadel resources that are available? That not. And we know that we have foxes this time, so we finally get to check out the new race. You already know what it is. Newcomers, I've already forgotten what it is. Oil, maybe. What else are we getting here? We've got wildfire essence. We've got old building materials. Is great news. I feel like that's a new tooltip, and it's very handy. So, look, if you're going to give me all of the construction materials, you're not going to stop me from taking provisions, and then just give me a little extra wood so we can cover off the early game builds. It's as easy as that. There's nothing more complicated to it. We go. It's been a while since we did Coral Forest. So, Coral Forest is free resources everywhere. You grab, anything you want. I don't remember this being a thing. Is this new? Bonus yields in production for each hostility level. Okay. I don't remember that. I think that might be new. But I guess we'll find out. Starting location, very normal, very sane starting location. And then what else we got? What are you? Oh, that's the fox thing, isn't it? They tell you where the geysers are. And they tell you where fertile soil is. Holy cow, it's so strong. it's so good, dude. Alright, so we know we have fertile soil here. Obviously, that's going to be the first dangerous glade we go to, then. What else we have in the starting glade? We've got traps. We've got stones. We do know that there is a geyser here. I wonder if that's specifically Storm, because it's blue. Or if it's just saying, hey, there's a geyser in there. You'll have to go and figure out what it is. But that's also the only geyser we know about right now. Interesting. I wonder if that's going to make it worth grabbing. Oh, and what's our other race? We also got beavers and humans. Honestly, I don't think I could have asked for a better assortment of starting races. We know we have fertile soil, and the beavers are just always nice for woodcutting. Especially on a map like this, where all of the resources you could ever need are just sitting in trees, waiting to be harvested. So give me stonecutter, take me a camp down here. We do not have lizards, so the camp production doesn't really matter that much. And then fire me up. What do you do when you're in a hearth? Hostility from open glades is lowered by 6 each. I like that. I'm actually thinking, like, man, it would be neat if there was more micro around who was in your ancient hearth. Because, like, you don't do anything right now, but when we open this, you do a lot. Let's just do it. Like, we know that humans are good for reducing impatience gain. Actually, humans reducing impatience gain is, like, kind of good early game. Give me a beaver instead. And then right before we open this glade up, I'm going to swap the fox in. That seems like a great technique. This will certainly come out here and grab that geyser eventually. I don't know when, but eventually. And then what are you good at? What do you like? Where do I find... Oh, here. They're skilled scouts, and they're comfortable working with rainwater. Oh, that's just their starting ability. Okay, they reveal the location of one of the nearest geysers. Does everyone have a starting ability now? I think I read about this. Available trade offers by 1 in each neighboring town, and this must be the fertile soil. Okay, I remember reading about that now. That was a thing. Put a fox in this hearth. So we're about to open that glade. Give me 2 more foxes here. That should be fine. Run a road out here as well. Doesn't matter who's in there. We've got our first cornerstone. Porridge production increased by +1 for every 150 units of drizzle water. Who else uses porridge? Is it only foxes? What does porridge look like? This is what porridge looks like. Humans also eat porridge. Okay. Fungal guide we can't really make use of. Leftover crops I don't know that we could make use of yet, but man, like if we get that fertile soil and one of these 3 blueprint picks is an herb garden, leftover crops would go insane. We would probably never have to make a provisioner. But like, filling dish is probably going to be... Well, it's drizzle water. Okay, look. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to check this glade. I know, it's opening a glade. It's terrible. But we mitigate it because we've got foxes. Is that every glade? Yeah, hostility from any open glade is lowered by 6. If that's a drizzle geyser, I'm taking filling dish. If it's not a drizzle geyser, I'm checking if there's mushrooms in here. Otherwise, I'm probably taking leftover crops. We'll find out. We'll play it by ear. Okay, what do you have for us? An enormous cache. That's great. You have... Ritual is my preference, and we can do it real easy. This is 300 hostility, though. It's fine early game, doesn't matter. This is penalty to resolve, but only half a reputation. It's not that good. So get a fox in here. Trim you. Get a second fox in here. And they're gonna haul on this requirement. So perform this ritual. Give me 30 coal and a lot of trade goodies. Why are you not dropping? Are you immune to these effects too? Because that would be kind of crazy. Like, you're -8 from hostility. Are they just not affected by hostility? Wait, is this the wrong camp? Oh my god, I built the wrong camp. I swear I'm actually good at this game. Hang on. Here we go. Stonecutters camp. You guys get out of here. It reads here, we don't have mushrooms. So that's a point in favor of not taking the mushroom perk. But I do want to see what kind of geyser this is. Yeah, you're fine. You're on autopilot. You, I'd like to use coal before anything else is available. You, just mine some stone. Keep this road going out. Hey, they do look cool. I like their clothes. They're looking very fresh. They got thumb horns. It's neat. Please, just the last tree, I'm begging you. Okay, that'll be it. Drizzle? Excuse me? Oh, there's one more tree. Okay, fine. Oh, I don't like waiting this long on blueprints, but I guess it's fine. We'll live. And then as soon as this glade event is done, we're probably going back to having a beaver firekeeper. Because I don't need to mitigate that much hostility in the early game. It's going to be what, like 30, something like that? It's not drizzle, it's storm. So it might be a coincidence, but it might also be that that indicator tells you what kind of geyser it is. So, fungal guide still looking pretty bad. Filling dish still looking pretty bad. Like, we could use a rain collector to get drizzle water, but that's going to give us +1, maybe +2 porridge production over the course of the game. I think I'm just going to take leftover crops, because if we can find the herb garden, it's going to be very good. Do we take blueprints first, or do we take order first? I'm going to take an order first. Have a harvester camp, a stonecutter's camp, and 10 bricks in storage. Oh, it's not timed. Right, we just get the extra order pick. I was like, this is supposed to be a timed order. 4 people seems kind of nuts. But I'd have to complete a second glade event. 4 people, like, well, hang on. Because this is farming. Okay, you talked me into that one. I want to stack up a couple farming modifiers. So for the other 2, let me just get an infrastructure off the ground. We have a stormwater geyser, which is making Carpenter look a lot better. Also, a 2-star plank recipe would just be kind of nice. Are any of these others that good? Stamping mill's not going to be that good. If I need flour, I'd rather take provisioner. Provisioner is probably better if I can't make leftover crops work, but I think I can. I think it'll be okay. And then I could take like a supplier to get flour, I guess. So give me Carpenter, just because we can plumb it. I don't like any of this, to be honest with you. I hate that it's a double camp. And I really don't want to make a forester's hut. So, like, the only building that's good here is Tool Shop. And Tool Shop's not that good, because we just took a building that's 2-star tools. I'm going to burn the earliest free reroll you've ever seen in your life. Okay. I would describe that as working out for us. It's a well-spent reroll. And then I did kind of want the tea house as well. And now I still get to take the tea house. That 2-star porridge looking real good. Because we can spend stormwater on it. This is just herbs and crystallized dew. There's metal in tea. That's a little weird. Oh, it must be kept in a metal pot. Okay, fair. It makes sense. Yeah, this just seems like an incredible pick. We have everything we need to make that. Okay, so I would say that was probably like a best case set of 3 blueprints, and I would also say that we are crushing this game so far. We're just doing a great job. You get on this Reeds production. These 2 humans are probably going to work it. I want these trees gone, and I want to immediately start farming. That's just going to give me those free packs for provisions. But I also just kind of want to clear some of this space out. How big is a tea house? It is a 2x3. Alright, so we're going to have a pair of 2x3 buildings here. Let's get the carpenter up first. Establish our early game plank production. And then before I take these other 2 orders, I'm just going to, like, wait for the game to chill out a bit. There's a lot going on. That would have been really bad to fail, huh? Eee. So the other thing I'm seeing here is we have mine location, and then we've got farming like across the street. So a farm might go back here. It's going to be a lot of tree cutting to make it to this thing, but I think we can do it. So there's going to be like road here, right? It's also going to run out to these leech brood mothers. Mine, road. No, mine, blank space, road, because this is the 2x2 where the farm's going to sit. So blank space, mine, blank space. This is the road. And that's going to connect all the way back up to like where the hearth is. And that will be the road that the farmers use. I now need extra beavers. How much do I care about doubling my wood production right now? Not that much, I would say. Well, I also don't have anyone to spare, really. Don't make tools, don't make packs of luxury goods. Go to like 30 planks. I just want 1 beaver in here. Just 1 is fine. We do finish this before clearance, right? Yeah, it's done in 18 seconds. We're totally fine. And then we'll be looking to smash this open with 40 rocks as soon as we have 40 rocks. +1 to fabric production is nice. This is just a bunch of, like, service building crap. It's all just kind of going, though. Down to 1 hostility, so we do not need a fox in here anymore. We'll just swap to a beaver. Wait, did that change our hostility at all? 30? Yeah, it did, okay. Just an imperceptible difference in the hostility that we're getting. And you guys just keep working along here. Things are going great so far. No complaints. Could get ready to set up this tea house as soon as we have enough planks come in. All of our metal is just going to be stuff that we get off trees. I don't think we're going to construct a single tool this game. Especially not now that you can just smash these crates open. And we are going to be on the lookout for training weapons. Which, like, I honestly feel that because of the way that this has changed, if you're good at managing your reputation, and you don't really need to crack boxes to get more, training weapons are, like, significantly better than tools now. Because they're used in quite a few Glade events. They're also a service building item, and they can also be used to get extra items out of caches at a rate that's way better than spending like 40 stones to do it. I think they're just crazy good now. So anything that makes training weapons as a building has gone way up in my evaluation, at least. Your own mileage may vary, but for me, that's how I'm reading it. And then I think we'll also have a road that comes up like this. And then I think we'll also just, like, get set on... Oh, you know what we didn't check? We didn't check, our bad mysteries. Villagers working in mines, -10 to resolve during the storm. Okay. When a villager leaves or dies, 2 blight rods. We need to fix hostility. I don't think I can afford to have woodcutters this storm. That's unfortunate, but life goes on. When a villager leaves or dies, 2 blight rods disappear. That's fine. Who cares? Villagers take longer breaks. That's fine. Who cares? -20 to global resolve at hostility 5. Alright, so that's the one to avoid. I'd describe that as being bad, probably. And worth not having. What we can do in the meantime is just fill out the rest of these camps. You're all staffed? Yeah, everyone's staffed, so we're chilling. Do I have spare foxes for this thing? We do have 46 stone. Yeah, just come open this thing. And you guys are still hauling stuff away from this open vault. So I think once I get the tea house up, I'm ready to tackle pretty much any timed order that shows up. We need dangerous glades, we got one there, we got one here, we got one here, and we got decent infrastructure. If it's like produce X goods, you know, we can snap build a makeshift post and we have enough stuff laying around the settlement that we should be able to take care of pretty much anything it wants us to make. I can't think of any other timed orders right now. I guess there's the timed order that it's like, hey, give me tools, but we're slowly working on crystallized dew, and we might be able to put that together. Maybe I should build a trading post first, though, just to be on the safe side. Don't really know where it would go currently. Maybe like back here. I think that could be a fun arrangement that sacrifices a bit of housing space. Alright, you guys get ready to go home. Get back to work on these woodcutters camps. Show me my cornerstone. Discovering a glade during storm grants 10 tools. It's not bad. Camp production increased by 100%. It is bad. I will be farming. +1 to wood production. Lose all stored fuel. We have a lot of coal and oil right now. Like, I know previously I have talked about, oh, you know, it's free. You lose your fuel, but you get more back. We can't make coal or oil right now easily. And so as much as I would like to take Woodcutter's Prayer, I don't think this is the right time for it. Hunter-gatherers is just not good when we're kind of setting up our entire economy to be reliant on herbs right now. Improvised tools is fine, but we're not going to make tools this game. And workers' rations is like, it's fine, but it's a bit of a gamble to take right now because we don't even have refined food production up yet. So I'm thinking, like, do I just re-roll this? I'm really trying to work out if workers' rations is worth taking. Because our food production isn't stellar. It's good. But it's good because people aren't consuming twice as much food. What actually goes in porridge? Let's answer this question first. Herbs and water. Okay, so we can turn herbs into food for pretty much everyone in the settlement. We're putting so much weight on this single herb garden. Man, I don't know. I'm gonna re-roll this. I think maybe we could afford to take workers' rations, but I'm uncomfortable with it. Miss Piercer's, on the other hand, just kind of insane right now. Impatience is never really something we have to worry that much about. But then Old Fedora Hat's kind of insane, too. Did you crack this yet? No, there's 24 seconds left? Okay, look. It's a little bit... well... no, because this gives us artifacts, dude. This choice is so much worse. I'm just worried about Miss Piercers this early. Realistically, how many glades are we going to open? Probably like another 4 or 5. So that's, you know, almost 3 hostility or 3 impatience from Miss Piercers. We never get up there anyway, but... and then extraction tools is just like really good for finishing. This is a hard choice. I'm gonna take extraction tools. It just gets us through the Citadel faster. I have no idea if that was a good choice or not. I truly don't. We 100% take beavers. And then you guys, oh my god, the fox position on the radio menu is really screwing with me. Everything's different now. That's not where people used to be. That choice was hard. It's been a while since I had like a weird choice to make. But that was one of them for sure. How about you guys come back here and you start working on where we're going to put a trading post? Let these guys take care of the rest of all this tree cover. Now, I would really like to start thinking about getting some orders done. So let's start putting a pack of crops together. I don't know what we put in it right now. I don't think we actually have any crops. Maybe we're getting roots out of these rocks that we could use. Pretty sure you can put roots in a pack of crops. Yeah. Just make me 5 of these. Go until you have 5. And then cut 1 human from this, and you're going to come work in this makeshift post. This is just to get the order done so that I can start seeing another blueprint or 2. And then next to you, we'll make our crude workstation, so we can start putting bricks together. This road comes out like this, and then like that. And you're almost done up here. So this is where our trading post will go. As soon as you're ready for it. There we go. We do have our next set of orders. I can look at them. Don't really need copper production. +1 stone and clay production would be pretty nice, though. But then just, like, build a geyser pump for 2 people? Never mind, that's insanely good. I'll take that right now. Might even use that geyser. Because don't you use stormwater? Yeah. Well, no, because then we'd have to set up a blight hydrant. I don't want to do that quite yet. I don't have the workforce for it. Alright, so you're going to be an herb garden. You're going to face that way. And I think both of these humans are, like, you're going to get taken out of here, you're going to get taken out of here, and you're both just going to have to come work in here. You're not going to grow roots. Only grow herbs. And then we also need to get this tea house up soon. But it's okay, we can afford to do it. Our single builder is stretched very thin right now. Although you're idle. Anything else we could have you do? I don't really want to do that yet. I don't really need... Maybe we should just have, like, some tools just in case, I guess. Just go to, like, 10 tools? I don't know. Maybe there's a Glade event that's like, hey, if you don't have tools, you're ultra boned. And we just kind of want to make sure we have some. Rich harvest is done. Turn that in. And then don't ever make crops. No, stop. For the rest of your life, you're never making crops. Go be a builder for a bit, and then we're going to put you right in here. Kiln, oh man, greenhouse would have been so much better than herb garden. Right? No, because we don't have drizzle water. Never mind, it would have been horrible. I'm looking at granary as being quite good. I don't think I'm going to need coal, because we can mine coal in the coral forest. But granary's like, give me those pickled goods, give me that fabric. Humans like it? Yeah. I talked myself into it. Foxes also like pickled goods, beavers also like pickled goods, so this takes care of all of our refined food issues. Stonecutter's camp is done. What a perfect time to free up some labor. I actually don't even have anywhere to put you right now. No, I'm going to put you in the geyser. Never mind. Oh, never mind. There's stone down here. You're gonna come work down here. I was just kidding about you having free time. Get lost. Also got trades that we could start doing now. We're never going to use leather. We have 63 barrels somehow. We can get rid of those. And I don't love trading away stone, but I do love amber. Give me my next 2 people. I think that was a human and a beaver. No, it was 2 humans. That's actually quite good. This is quite good. You can have these ancient tablets. 24 amber. So I can sweeten the pot a bit on that, yeah. Holy cow, it sells for 0.6. That's great news. Bricks is probably fine. So we definitely want this. This would be nice. This would be nice. I don't think we can afford all of it unless we stretch our resources very thin. Barrels are only 0.2. That's not happening. Alright, so which of these... I think crystal growth we definitely take, because that's our primary metal this game. +3 to beaver resolve. Beavers are usually a bit of a problem child, so give me the beaver resolve over just woodcutter stuff. I don't think those are going to finish fast enough before yeah, he's gone in 46 seconds. Alright, I'm okay with that. It would have been nice to have the slightly faster woodcutter speed, but we could also just get, like, you know, the perk that increases woodcutter speed for, like, the amount of water that we use. because that would go off. So we don't need lumber mill, we don't need weaver. Those are pretty much just like straight out of consideration. Smelter is basically just there to make pipes and shitty biscuits, but we can't make flour right now. So smokehouse is probably like the best choice. And I don't really... Who likes jerky? Okay, just kidding. Nobody in this settlement eats jerky. Is that correct? Humans used to eat jerky. It's been replaced with porridge, I guess. Beavers do biscuits, pickled goods. That's it. Only 2 refined foods. And foxes do porridge, skewers, pickled goods. Yeah, so here's what we're doing. We're waiting until our trade route finishes. And then we're buying a reroll. Humans are going in here. Do not ever plant roots. Only herbs. And then when this tea house goes up, you're making tea and porridge. Which we are going to need water for. Okay, so we do kind of have to do this now. Where'd the rest of my foxes go? Is it you guys woodcutting? Yeah. Don't need that. Give me 1 woodcutter. Give me 1 geyser pumper. Give me 1 tea house worker. You're going to use... herbs only. You're going to use... Oh, it's a lot of... I see. Okay. You're going to use a lot of stormwater. You're going to use crystallized dew to make tea. That's going to go to, like, 50. You're going to use herbs. And you're going to use... Oh, it's so much water. Holy cow. You're going to make 100 porridge. You're never going to make water skins. Alright, we need to find a drizzle geyser. This is a reroll now. Stamping mill is looking not bad. It's 2-star flour. So that we could make, like, biscuits, pies, stuff like that. It's 3-star pottery if we manage to find a reed farm. I know we disrespected one earlier in the blueprint picks, but... I don't know, like, none of the rest of this stuff is really doing it for me. So let's get that started. Keep this road moving. How are we doing on fuel? We still have 48 coal. I don't need to tap this mine yet. It's nice to know that it's there, but I don't need it. What I can do... Clear all this space out, start putting houses in. So I think we're going to do like 3, 4, 5... Yeah, we can do 3 beaver houses here. And then it'll like match thematically with the carpenter and it'll look good. Anytime you can make something look good, that's a good day. And then we'll put a park in the back. I'm not that fussed about, like, optimal land usage right now. And then let's just do, like, a cheeky pipe that comes out and back. Factorio style. Fox is also going to be really upset this storm. Maybe we should have built fox houses. What do fox houses take? Boards and metal? Okay. Okay, that's workable. So I think we're going to mirror this on the other side. And then we'll have a second pipe that comes up. And then back down. You'll come up and back down. Like, we gotta start worrying about our resolve here. People getting mad. Oh wait, aren't foxes immune to storm? No, they're not. Okay. I don't know. Maybe they're immune to hostility from glade effects. And that's what it is that I was seeing. Actually, everyone is mad. Okay. You need to go. All of you need to go. Foxes are still at -2 and we can't favor. We're gonna have to, like, snap build some houses for them, I guess. Which we can't do because all of our metal left somewhere. Oh, they've got kind of like a weird configuration. There's not really a good way to tile these, so they're gonna look ugly, but I think it's also kind of important that we just build them right now. I think you're probably supposed to put them in like a 4x4 grid, but we're not doing that, so it's unfortunate for them. Show me storm trade routes. I'll trade clay for sure. I think I would trade 16 pigment for 4 amber. I think I would do that. I guess we spent all of our metal on tools. Yeah, we're spending all of our metal on tools. Okay, a fox might leave. If they do, life goes on. You guys can come just a little closer to these trees, so you get rid of them faster. We could also sack coal. Minus 80, we're at 83. We could sack a stack of coal and a stack of wood. Let me see if I can juggle that hostility. Because I don't need to keep them happy for long. This would cost us 18 coal and 36 wood. I think I'm okay with paying that. We'll wait until they get to like a quarter. And then we'll go, just kidding. There's no hostility here. Also, I don't think I remembered to read this. It's complex food. Okay, it's not going to happen for a while. They have even more trade routes we can do. Sure. Sure. Good storm for trade. And then when we get to like 10 seconds, I'm turning it off. I'm turning it off. And with that, we should be fine. Yeah, there we go. So it's not ideal, but at least we got him through. Are you kidding me? That's crazy. The problem is it's next to 2 other cornerstones that are good. So, if we make enough herbs, Titan Belt doesn't actually matter. Like, if you have infinite packs of provisions, it doesn't matter what the travel cost on a route is. So, in a way, follow my logic, advanced herbalism plus leftover crops is kind of exactly the same thing as Titan Belt. And I do like silent looting, but not as much as the people in my settlement like eating. So now we produce 9 herbs per harvest. Who do I want more of? I actually just think I'll take the 2 amber. More than anything else. And then we can stuff these with beavers. Just have them go nuts on it. So what else do we need to be doing here? You're done. And there's nothing else for you to do. I kind of want to open another... Oh, wait, there's a vegetable patch over here. I didn't see that. That's something for people to do. I still kind of want to open another glade, though. And I guess you're the best candidate? So let's start a very long woodcutting expedition here. I think you're fine to just come over here. Leave all of this work to this guy right here, because he can reach all of it already. I'm just thinking. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I hate that it's gonna look ugly, so I'm moving it. This will be a 4x4 of fox houses. And it better look real nice when I'm done with it, or I'm gonna be upset. You almost done with this? Yeah, you're at 2 left. Alright, that gives us 2 more foxes. We can start thinking about what other workforce we want to have. You can go. You can leave. Because we can make packs of crops in a granary. And we don't ever actually need to make packs of provisions on this map. Where'd all my tools go? What did I spend my tools on? Why have they left? It's a little concerning. You're supposed to have like 10 tools. Are they installed? Oh, you haven't dropped them off yet. Gotcha. Okay. That's why I can't see them. Good amber hull. 18 reeds? Absolutely. We could go for that once this granary goes up. So, let's see. Fabric. We're going to have plenty of plant fiber because we get it off of the leafy trees. Pickled goods. Pickle anything you can find. And you can use whatever containers you find for that. You can go to 100 there. Packs of crops. Use vegetables or roots. Go to, like, only 6. I just want it for trade routes that pop up. I don't want a lot. Trapper's camp is done. Just kidding, you're not done. There's more meat out there. You are done, like, for real, though. How are we doing over here? We're extending. Clear out a little bit more space that you can put your shop in. You're full on stormwater, which is great news, because that means we're not blasting through it fast enough in here. But that's mostly because we're out of herbs. But we are about to very much not be out of herbs. We got herbs on the way. Can advance you further. You're almost set with this whole province here. You, just in case. Like, we're not going to need planks, we don't need fabric. So this only really exists in case we need to make bricks or pipes. We can take a look at more orders, sure. Discover 5 glades to get 5 stone per minute in 5 minutes. Our hostility is going to be a nightmare. But 5 stone per minute is kind of pog, and 30 copper bars is pretty good too. So I will do it. That's going to be such a... I probably should not have taken that, but you know what? It'll be fun. We're not here to win, we're here to have fun. So that's 2, 3. Okay, actually it's super easy, 4, 5. Who cares about hostility anyway? Just give people homes. And I guess over here, if we want to keep things like sort of symmetrical, we can do 4 human houses. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So we'll be at 22. We're going to slightly overcap on housing, but it's okay. Also, why are you... Well, okay, so you're slow at planks because there's only 1 of you in there. I understand. As soon as we're done with this timed order, I'm going to put more beavers into that carpenter's house. What do you have for me, Zorg? Insects for every 2 mushrooms? That doesn't do anything for me. Farmers can carry 5. That does a lot. +1 to plant fiber production also does quite a bit. Half a reputation, I don't care about. +2 to pottery production, I don't care about. Now just get these herbs off the ground. It's very important that we give those to the tea house, so the people are actually happy about being here. What are you out of? You're out of planks, right? Because you're slow, because I'm not giving you the tools that you need to succeed. Okay, there's 1 glade. It has insects and stone. Okay. So as soon as your stone deposit's gone, which is very soon, You're going to come up here and grab more stone. These are about to open up. Second fertile soil, that's really great to see. +1 to bricks production, also quite good. We will open that now. You are corrupted caravan. Half an impatience point, 15 packs of provisions, 30 barrels to get 30 amber. We don't have purging fire. I don't really want that to happen. I think we're going to send contaminated goods. I don't feel great about it, but I do like 30 amber. And then you're a clearance geyser. You're not exactly what I need, unfortunately. You're a press. I don't really care about you either. You're machinery parts. That's huge. We'll take that. And then there's also reeds in there. We'll take that. Oh, and what happens if I just ignore you? It's pretty bad. Okay. That's fair. So, we're not going to be able to trade for a bit, because we need to save up those 15 packs of provisions. Yeah, I would rather have the amber. Thematically, from like a roleplay perspective, I don't love it. But mechanically, from a get rich or die trying perspective, I love it. And we are not trading. We are waiting for packs of provisions. Oof, it is windy out today. It is not going to be fun going out for a walk later. You're done. You come up here. We're at 12 packs of provisions. We're at 4 glades discovered. More reeds, more leech brood mothers. Just need you to open this 5th glade in the next 2.5 minutes. Can you do it? Are you a bad enough dude to open a glade in 2 minutes? We're at 16 packs of provisions. Alright, you're coming in here. Where'd I put my last fox? It's going to be one of you. I need you guys to come down here. I need you to do this. And then after that, we're probably putting a fox into this hearth. Because the hostility getting kind of high. Here, in fact, is the fox that we will have work this hearth. Alright, so that's done, just in time to trim woodcutters. Complete the timed order. I don't think we're going to really make use of a brickyard. What else do you do? You make pottery, crystallized dew, and bricks. We could actually make crystallized dew pretty easily with all the stormwater we have. And the herbs that we have, but... Okay, actually, maybe it is important. I talked myself into it. Could go, like, down here. We could have a set of production buildings. Just carve out a little bit of space here. Something like that. And grab my second woodcutter. You can also come down here. I know you only work for like 5 more seconds, but... We can also start trading again. Not much, because I don't think we have a... Never mind, we have a... Actually, you know what? They might not have dropped off packs for provisions yet. They haven't. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait to make sure they have enough packs of provisions. What is this? What are you upset about? Oh, right, because hostility is so high. Yeah, time to get rid of woodcutters. Down to 3. Down to 3. But in 20 seconds, we're going to have a fox firekeeper, and that's going to knock it down to 2. And maybe that'll be good enough. I also need you to make just, like, so much porridge. What are you still short on? Planks? Okay. From now on, we're leaving 3 beavers in this place until we can't afford to do it anymore. Okay, we're down to 2. It helps no one, actually. That is bad. I would say that's probably, like, not good. At least we don't have this active. Trade route complete, sure. Just need you guys to start working that. I think I can afford to have 1 woodcutter right now. Yeah, just barely. Now, is it worth sacking? Wait, why'd everyone just go to -1? Where'd we just lose a ton of hostility from? I think it's absolutely worth sacrificing now. $80. That takes us down to 1. We're good. We're fine. I don't know what math just happened, but I'm glad it did. I'm not going to think too much about it. You get in here. Start working on pickled goods. That's going to keep people even happier. And then how many herbs did we actually manage to gather? 87. So we get like 90 herbs a season right now. It's pretty good. We'll take it. Scouts are idle and corrupted caravan. Oh my god, they're 1 packer provisions short. You have to be kidding me. Yeah, that's going to be an issue. That 1 trade route kind of bound us. Farloff isn't here for 5 minutes. We're going to have to build a makeshift post. How much time do we have to screw around here? There's plenty. We have like 5 minutes to sort that out. I don't think I've seen alarm bells before. Workers have a plus 15% chance of producing double yields when the expected corruption rate is 200% or higher. No thank you. This though? Yes, thank you. That's going to be a nice little renewable source of barrels. We can stop sacking. We can also get beavers back into woodcutters' camps. I honestly don't think I can afford to take people right now. Our workforce is fine. We're not stretched thin. I have 3 idle workers right now. I really just gotta fix up this economy. You only make packs or provisions. Go until you have 20. I really just need like 1 more. And then we've got 1, 2, 3. So road here, and then 1, 2, 3. There'll be a road there. I can actually move you over now just to get it in. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. What was I going to put? Oh, I was going to put the brickyard back here. You were going to make crystallized dew for us so that we can make sure that our tea production is steady. Do I have staff for you? No. Do I have staff for you? Not yet, but soon. Alright, that's all we need. Stop making anything else, just go deliver it. And then I guess you can come back to work in here. Let's keep getting stone. You've got 19 charges on that still. Plenty of time. Get a brickyard up. Now, where do these woodcutters move next? I don't think it matters. Like, we just opened a million glades. So we're probably not going to be doing a lot more clearing to new glades. I'm just going to set them up here. We have a lot of these muscle sprout trees, so give me like some meat, give me some metal. Oh, I need to finish clearing down here. Never mind. One of you's coming down here. We have trade available. That's free. It's whatever. And then we're out of provisions for a little bit. But we'll get more. I do wonder if maybe we should set up a second farm here and have it grow roots, because then we could make flour. We can't do anything with flour yet, though, right? Yeah, we can't actually do anything with flour. So maybe I don't do that yet. But I will build a stamping mill so we have it. And you in a brickyard. Go to like 10. And go to like 30. And don't worry about pottery for now. Oh, you have rainwater specialization. Nice. You actually like working there. You double production. What else has rainwater specialization now? Like, obviously you. Also alchemy specialization, though, so that's kind of nice. You guys are finally working on this. You need people, but you're not mission critical. We also have plenty of paved stone, which means we're probably going to go ahead and upgrade to this road. And then we're going to upgrade this whole loop. It's just going to make the farm that much faster. This will be a road here. This will be +1 beaver house. Because the other thing about the over-diligent woodworkers is we actually want to make sure that we're producing a lot of planks. We don't really want to hit this 30 cap, and in fact I'm going to push it to 50. Because I just want them to keep making planks in the absence of anything else to do. I'll trade 7 herbs. I think we're dramatically net positive on herbs right now. We got 90 in that harvest, we still have 56. So we're definitely overproducing on herbs. And I'm continuing to look at that farm field down there and thinking, what if? What if? What kind of water do you use? Drizzle? Yeah, drizzle. Gotta find a drizzle geyser. It's unfortunate we didn't find a drizzle geyser in any of these glades that we opened. But I guess that is, in many ways, life. What are your resolve thresholds like? You only increase by 2. Okay. So it's like a pseudo harpy, in that they're actually quite easy to keep happy once you've got them there. That's great. Do I need anyone staffing this? Not really, like, at all. Also, you're never going to make pottery, because we've got 3-star pottery here. Actually, maybe we do make pottery, but just like a... No, before we do that, we should set up a mine. I just saw that coal is down to like 15. We should start thinking about where our fuel is going to come from in the future. And then maybe accept beavers so that we can work the mine. Now these are interesting. Smithy gives us coats. Tool shop gives us nothing. We don't care about tool shop. We do care about smithy, though. You are not great. You might be useful, actually. Do we have anything that we can trade for a little bit more? No. So I need 25 to get... Well, really I want repurposed clay. Because we might start making pottery. Hey, Smithy's definitely just the thing we want. Humans and beavers both use coats. And you make fabric at a pretty decent rate. So, I know I just said I wasn't really accepting any more villagers anymore. I lied. Who do we want? I want at least one more human to work in the granary. And I think the rest I just want to be beavers. Because beavers like being in here. Let's continue to look at orders. Complete 3 trade routes to get a supplier? Yeah, that's looking great so far. Have at least comfort decorations, deliver 8 packs of crops. That's also looking really great. And what are you? Deliver 40 clearance water. Okay, this is better. And it's more human, so we could set up that second farm. Can you go to 8, please? Instead of 6? Just to get that set up. You know, we might actually be able to buy more. We can absolutely trade those. And then I can afford it. Yeah, we're up over 16. So give me the repurposed clay. Because I think there's an outside chance we start just making pottery here. We have a lot of these reed deposits that are generating clay for us. So I guess why wouldn't we? Go to 40. Eventually, when a beaver gets in here. You have caught up. I think you can go down to just 1. You guys are doing fine. You're doing fine. You're actually, like, almost starting to run out of trees. We'll just keep trading. Come up just a little further. And then why don't you guys come over here and help as well? I think everything is just going swimmingly right now. I think we're in a really good spot. Early game we crushed it. Mid game we kind of like didn't crush it that much. And I think we're also still like in the mid game, but we're in the late mid game. And here now in the late mid game, kind of starting to crush it again. Let's get some of these caches opened. Finished a trade route. Do we have spare people to work in here yet? We have beavers. I want to save them. So why don't you give me that instead? Porridge is not keeping up. I think it's just a staffing issue. Maybe it's time to get 2 people in here. Maybe it's also time to get hostility under control. Down to 3? I think 3 will be okay. Okay, 3 is not quite okay, but it's pretty close to okay. Like when this gets built, beavers will be okay. And then when these get built, humans will be okay. Small foragers camp is done. Nothing else on the map for you to do. You can hop in here. You're idle? That's fine. You're doing stuff. I cannot have beavers work in this during the storm because they're going to be miserable. But after the storm ends, they'll love it. Oh, they'll also just love being in here right now. So don't make tools ever. Don't make packs of trade goods and go to like 60 coats. We could use pottery to make packs of trade goods. Okay, fine. You talked me into it. Make packs of trade goods. Go to 20. I'll give you another beaver in there to help. And then you don't do anything as a building anymore. This, I know it's completely out of range of the hearth. I'm honestly only doing it so that it looks nice. I'm spending 3 wood to do absolutely nothing because I care about the appeal of my settlement. I will trade roots, I will trade herbs. Or, reeds. We only have 3 packs of provisions. It's not quite enough. We're not generating enough from only leftover crops in order to keep things afloat. So maybe the next blueprint reward that we get, we spend on a building that makes packs of provisions. Just to help it keep up. It looks like it needs just a little bit of help. Alright, shove them back in. No, wait, I want some of you working in the mine. I want 2 beavers in the mine. I think 2 beavers in the mine is fine. Oh my god, oh my god. It's exactly what we wanted. Are any of these better? I don't think so. Like, I like it, and eventually it could be good, but you gotta be kidding me. This is just packs for provisions. We're not even taking it for herbs production. We have way too many herbs already. We want the provisions. You now make 12 herbs per harvest. It's pretty good. We can spend herbs on anything we want now. Like, pie? Pie takes herbs, right? Yeah, so we just, like, we set up that roots farm. We start making an unbelievable amount of pie. Does anyone eat pie here? Yeah, humans eat pie. But then I'm also like, what if you took a greenhouse and then you also got mushrooms? No, you don't have drizzle water. It's the 3rd time you've had to remind yourself you don't have drizzle water. Take the brick oven. And then start expanding me down here. Like, specifically around that fertile soil. This is probably going to require a 2nd hearth. Just to cut down on the travel times. So where could we tile it well? Not there. Sort of here, actually. This reed deposit needs to go away. That clips into a glade. We could just open the glade. Our economy's kind of crazy. You're not making anything? That is fine. It's okay that you're not making anything. I understand. Yeah, I'm gonna open this glade. And then we'll build the hearth, like, here. And look at all these people who have complex food, who are just happy to be here. Why aren't you keeping up on pickled goods? Is it because you're running out of things? I can't tell. I don't know what your major malfunction is. I'll give you another human. Oh, foxes also eat pickled goods. That would be why. A beanery. No. No, thank you. This, though? Absolutely. This is just stuff to use herbs on. And then you, what do we get if we salvage you? 20 flour? It's like, okay. That also wasn't the pack of provisions building that I was looking for either. It didn't escape my notice. Trade route. What's our next trader getting here anyway? Zorg in 4 minutes. Okay. Man, remember when corruption used to not be an optional mechanic? That was crazy times. How are we out of porridge? What are you doing in here? You have plenty of water. You have the most herbs anyone has ever seen. How are you not keeping up? Wait, is this just the same thing again? Oh my lord. Well, we could actually just afford to cleanse it this time. I mean, we don't have the purging fire, but like, you know. Nah, just give me another 30 amber. We don't have the pottery for it this time. But we will, eventually. Also, no, beavers are in the mine. They're making coal. Don't worry about the coal. What else do we have in here? We have a big encampment. It's a little scary to bring people in right now. This, though, we kind of have to do. It's more Citadel resources. We have a big broccoli patch. Can't do anything with that. We have a second clearance geyser. Don't really want to do anything with that. And then we've got more big leech brood mothers. So not a great glade, but at least it is now out of the way. So that we can figure out where exactly this hearth goes. It goes here. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So this will be a main road. And it will come in through there as well. And then we'll probably also connect with this road. But let's just make some space. We also need to cut this overgrowth back. Something like that. I can't believe you aren't keeping up on porridge. What more do I need to give you? I guess it's because there's only 2 worker slots. And yeah, we need the roots garden up soon. You guys got to make some progress on this forest. Because we're now big enough that food is beginning to turn into an issue. I think once we have the root garden up, the second one, the one that only grows roots, we should be totally fine, but we're not at that point. We do have 172 meat though, that's kind of crazy. Oh shit, wait, I was saving those! Oh no, that wasn't good. I need a provisioner building, man, like nobody's business. Maybe I should just make the stupid purging fire. Yeah, I'll put you there. Should probably work on like some aesthetics decorations at some point. One, two. We could go 3, 4. Seems like cute places for a signpost. And that'll upgrade that. Yeah, you're not doing this one anymore. You're doing this one. We're just gonna make the stupid thing. Go to 10. Use coal. It's gonna stretch us pretty thin for a little bit. But we'll be okay after that. Because once we've done that, we can start to plumb all this stuff. Like, we can get you hooked up to the grid. We can get you hooked up to the grid, because you're a stormwater boy. You're a stormwater boy. We can get all that stuff plugged in, and then we can just burn the cysts. We are about to start making roots, so that seems quite good. This is exactly what we need. This is also very good. That's a great set of things that you've brought us there, Zorg. How many pipes we got? 15? I would rather plug you in first. Because this is going to contribute resolve to you, and because I worry that codes probably aren't going to be able to keep up. And then we need to send 2 foxes into there. Where are all of my foxes? I have 11. Oh, you're both in the stone cutters camp. Are you almost done with that stone? Oh, you are. I'll just chill. Yeah, you're about to be done, and then I can just move you over to, the Glade event. And now I can also just, you know, trade with Reckless Abandon. Which is really what I was going for. Trapper's Camp is also done, but you have, like, a lot of other stuff you can do. You can get busy up there. We do have Storm coming up. You're out of coal. I think you'll find that you actually have 9 coal. Just as soon as you drop some stuff off. Let's do that, like, now. I mean, I guess you can also use wood. How do I change the priority on these again? Hold shift to change priority. So, use coal if it's around, and then use wood if it's not. We need to trim woodcutters. We got a lot of negative effects going out right now. There we go, down to 3. So at least they're not taking longer breaks. If villagers leave, it's bad, but it's not terrible. I do not want to take an order in Storm. Next drizzle will do that, but everyone's fine. Pickled goods caught up, porridge caught up. People are like semi-housed, some people have coats. So actually, they're just kind of vibing. What else do we need to be worrying about right now? These beavers are even fine in the mines. Put more of them in there. Get that coal. You're empty. You will find that you have more stone down here. You guys working on reeds? That's great. You're doing great. We have cleared this up. I think the farm is going to go here. It shouldn't, because that's like a longer walking distance, but I don't have a better place to put it. Look, it's not optimal, okay? Oh, everyone point and laugh at Chef. He puts buildings on roads instead of turning them towards the actual resource node. Yeah, it's true. But you know what? We haven't lost a game yet, so leave me alone. I just like things that look good, okay? I'm playing. This is my domain. Oh, I don't love that you're burning. You're making something. It's okay. We have an eternity on this timer. Never mind, we have 6 minutes on this timer. We'll be okay. It'll be fine. Foxes are going to make it go very fast. Wherever the foxes are right now. Oh, they're all down here. Okay. You're still opening this cache? What are you hauling out of this? There must have been so much crap in there. Alright, cornerstone me. Gain parts every time you sell... Oh, wait, all farms can plant mushrooms! It's flour. We don't need the roots at all. I don't care about that. I also don't care about that. This is just kind of like money, but mushroom seedlings is exactly what we need to make these farms kind of just pop off. Also, we have 237 herbs. Just grow herbs and mushrooms on that one plot. I'm fine with that. Let's get people back into woodcutters camps. I don't need 4 beavers in here anymore. I can go down to 2. You guys are so close to being done. You're idle? I can shave one of you. You can come be a miner. You're idle, but it's only you. You're idle, but it's only you. You're idle. We can even pickle mushrooms. Like, mushrooms do everything that roots do, but better. Alright, we're now in the dangers. Oh wait, we're ready to go. We have 30 coats too, right? We have exactly 30 coats. It's a little scary.
Cruciale.
332. Yeah, I need you guys to like hurry up. How bad is it if this fires? It's not horrible. It's not the worst thing that's ever happened. Let's keep running that road down here. Could I afford to take new people right now? I think so. Sure, we'll find out. Coats are running low. You're gonna drop a bunch off. We'll be fine. Now, what did I want new people for? I don't know. I have no idea. What does it do, Ruthless? Do you ever play Warcraft 3? It's like Warcraft 3, except instead of fighting against enemy units, you're fighting against like a system of 5 or 6 different incrementing mechanics. So, God, let me try and explain it. It's good, I like it, but let me try and explain it. You are building a settlement in the woods. In the woods, you find resources. Like, there's resources on these trees. It has wood, it has plant fiber. There's nodes on the ground. There's this worm tongue nest that has insects in it. There is a coal deposit over here that we can mine. There's some reeds over here that give you reeds and roots and clay. And you use all of that stuff to build things. So you get wood out of trees. Take the wood over here to this carpenter. Carpenter turns wood into planks. But wood is also a fuel source. So you can also burn it in your hearth. You can also turn it into purging fire, which lets you burn corruption in your settlement. You can build farms on fertile soil that give you herbs, mushrooms, roots. We're turning the roots into flour over here at our stamping mill. We turn the flour into like biscuits that people can eat. So there's all these different like production chains that you're trying to manage. And the end goal is stacking up this resource, reputation, before too much of this resource, impatience, stacks up. So this is just a flat timer. Every minute you get more impatience. And you're trying to outrace the impatience with your reputation. So like over here, we grow herbs in the herb garden. Take it over here, turn it into porridge along with some water. People eat porridge, they get pogged up. When they're pogged up enough, they give you reputation, and then you use that reputation to actually like win the game. Or people just get happy for like having houses, which we're not doing a great job on right now. And then there's also a bit of an exploration mechanic to it, where we're in this forest. We can't see what's in these glades. We can cut our way into them with woodcutters, and then there will be different kind of events that are in that glade, both positive and negative. So this is one that we're working on over here. We found a corrupted caravan. If we don't do anything about it, then these negative effects happen. And we have a choice of what kind of positive outcome we want. So we could have done this one with barrels, provisions, and getting a little impatience to get amber, which is like the gold currency. Or we can cleanse it to just get one reputation straight up. So that's 1 bar of the blue. Everything is just all about like making choices and figuring out what the best choice is to make at a given time to keep all your stuff running smoothly. Is basically the gist of it. And yeah, it's got a bit of mini gamba. You've also got like, it's got that classic roguelike element of taking perks. So over here in the bottom right is all of our perks, and so we're trying to also build like these elaborate synergies out of stuff. So the one we managed to put together this game is we've got this herb garden. It grows herbs. We've got leftover crops, which is get 2 packs of provisions every time you produce herbs. And then you use the packs of provisions for trade. So we're just getting free trade because we're growing herbs. And then we also got +2 to herbs production. And then we also got 50% goods in the herb garden in this building. So we're stacking up our herb production so that we can keep all of our tea and porridge going and we can do all of our trade routes and stuff. And we haven't found a way to actually win with that yet, but it is like a good synergy or whatever, I guess. It's good. It's a nice one. I like it. We also just failed this Glade event, which is a little unfortunate. But that's fine. Oh, and then you've also got this up here, which is hostility. So the further you expand out into the forest, the longer you take, the more people you have. The angrier the forest gets about it, and then it tries to, like, do stuff to get you to leave, which stacks up, like, these increasing negative penalties on your settlement. So it's just like balancing, 100 different mechanics at once. I think you were supposed to go there. So why don't you go there? Cut that out of the way. We're at a point right now where I think we probably should start figuring out how to leave. Treatment is going to give our foxes quite a bit of resolve, and we know we can already make tea, and I really like the perk for market, so I think we're just going to take market. And then figure out where the hell this goes. Maybe it just goes over here. No, that's insane. We should upgrade the other hearth first. You have shown me an advanced rain collector. I do not care. But also I have 74 amber, so like maybe I care a little. I'll take pigment production, I'll take wine production, I'll take scrolls. I'll let people move faster. Shoot, you know what? I'll buy it too. I'll buy everything you have. And then let's get a market. Oh, it's not quite gonna fit. We could get it there. We could get it here. I hate all of the places for this market. I guess I'll put it here. I'm never building this arrangement again. This arrangement sucks. Give me a road around the back. Check up on my upgrade requirements. So if we build a park, that puts us at 16 comfort. We need 4 more aesthetics. We need to trim woodcutters because it's storm. I don't think we're getting under 4 hostility this season. We could. How much coal do we have to burn? Only 14. Okay, we're gonna sag wood. Let's at least get underneath 4. Let's get our trade routes done. All we can trade this season's barrels. That's okay, though. I was gonna do something else. Oh yeah, with the decorations. So 4 more aesthetics. 1, 2. These trees are gonna need to go. This is going to be another road. You just, like, get out of the way. Could do arches. No. We'll just go, give me fire shrines here. And then give me umbrellas behind them. So that's our 4 harmony. That'll be our 4 comfort. We just need these trees to go away to get our 4 aesthetics, and we'll be able to upgrade this hearth. And then we've also got the market up. I love global carrying capacity. And let's get started on actually giving you a services building for once in your miserable life. We should also find a way to make wine. Because beavers and foxes both like luxury. And market provides luxury. So next blueprint that we see, I think we should really try and look for something that makes wine. Because we should have a ton of reeds right now. If I'm not mistaken. And I think we can also turn mushrooms into wine, which we're going to start growing. So yeah, like, wine should be dead easy to make for us. And then we'll get this second hearth going as well. It's going to be a road that comes back around like this. I don't even know if we need this farmland, but I'm going to use it anyway. We're starting to get stretched a little thin on the economy here, I think. We should probably figure out something to do about that. Do any of these do anything for us? Dye extractor doesn't really. Local taxes really doesn't. Cannibalism's not good. I don't think anyone's leaving this settlement ever again. So we could just take friendly relations for a bit of global resolve. Global resolve isn't bad at this point. We could reroll to find something better, but I'll just take friendly relations now. I'll also get trading started. How are you guys doing on flour these days? Bad. You haven't made any. What the hell? Are you not producing mushrooms in here? Where'd all my damn mushrooms go, man? Alright, I need a second farm. We're using so much food that I don't even know where it goes anymore, which is usually a pretty good indication that we need to get some more farming going. So we're going to build a farm here. We'll stick a warehouse right next to it, just to minimize travel distance while people are over in this corner of the map. We'll get just one person working on the trees there so we can build the last couple aesthetics decorations we need. We're also missing one house. Oh, we never finished the fox houses. There we go. You're empty. You still have plenty of work to do. I would not worry about it at all. You're all going to be farms. We have plenty of humans to stuff into this place. We'll get that warehouse up, just for a little bit of extra efficiency. Where is my reed collector? What are you doing these days? You're sort of done. We can also now pick an order. I think we said we were going to do this like multiple seasons ago, but we'll do it now instead. Can I fell 50 trees in 5 minutes? How many parts do I have? I have 9. I could build a third one if I needed to, not you. I will do the timed order. Since I just built this warehouse, I guess where you're going to chop all these trees down, brother. Where's my other woodcutter? You're over here. You know what? Your aesthetics decorations aren't that important right now. All of you in the mine, get out and get an axe in your hands. And then just to make sure we finish it, give me one more. And where am I going to pull those beavers from? Possibly nowhere. I might just stuff random people in there instead. Any other trade routes? Yes, 2 more. We could, like, really get around to salvaging this, probably. I think it's pretty clear we're never going to rebuild that building. So why don't you just get that off the map? Gets rid of all of our idle builders, but just clear it. Get it gone. And then behind you, or maybe like next to you, I think we'll set up a bakery. I'd rather you just, like, get these insect nodes out of here. Clear the space. How are you doing on tea? Are you keeping up? You don't appear to be. I'm gonna need to build a second MFT house. It's ludicrous. Like, they can't keep up. They're not fast enough. Supply is not meeting demand. I am about to get a new blueprint, though. What did we say that needs to be? Something that makes provisions? I think. Okay, well, we're not getting it, so... Clay pit seems fine. How many people can work in a beanery? 4 people can work here? Oh my lord. Okay. That changes things then. This is no longer getting built. Frick all these other choices. Give me a beanery. And you fit just beautifully in there. So, these guys are never going to make porridge ever again. Your only job is going to be to make tea. And your only job is going to be to make porridge. And, like, maybe some pickled goods. Because pickled goods aren't quite keeping up. But porridge is going to be priority 1. Use anything you can find. Use any water you can find. Go to 100 of it. Pickled goods, just anything you can pick up off the ground. Get it in there. Go to 100 on that. Crystallized dew, you let the brickyard worry about that. That's not really, like, your thing. You're out of stone, and I don't think there's any other stone for you to pick up. Yeah. So you're just going back into the workforce. We're at 30 of 50 trees, we have 2 minutes. We have, like, a trillion trade routes that we can complete this season. Get them all started. Trader in 3.5 minutes. You will show up before the next storm. I don't know if that matters. Also, why isn't this built? You know what? I think we'll be fine on trees anyway. Will we? Is that true? Do you actually believe that? No. I don't. Get someone to build that quick. Even if they just cut like 5 trees, it might matter. You can always just bulldoze it later to get the stuff back. And then just get people in there. Doesn't matter who. You? The only thing you grow here is mushrooms. Just FYI. You don't worry about anything else. You exist only to produce things that turn into flour. We have 1 minute to cut down these last 8 trees. I think we got it. We have 50 seconds to cut down 6. That feels like we got it. $40 seconds to cut down 4. 40 seconds to cut down 2. Just kidding. There we go. Alright, so need for timber, done. You can go. You can come up here. And we can start to look at the next order. Another timed order. Sell goods worth at least 35. Deliver 30 water skins. Get 4 copper bars per minute. I actually think we have a building that makes water skins, but we have no oil. But we do have meat, but we don't have leather. But we could trade for leather. But you don't bring leather. But we could harvest leather. But it's a 20% chance. Okay, fair. Is it because you're using it in fabric? Did I tell you you could use leather in fabric? No. Do I have anything better than 1-star water skin? No, it's only the tea house. I think that's a very dicey timed order to try and complete. I can get to 20 water skins real easy. 30 water skins? Absolutely not. No shot. And 4 copper bars per minute isn't like that important. So what else are we seeing? Have a monastery and 40 incense? No. Have a guild house and 40 wine? No. Have 2 rain collectors? I could. I could. Alright, fine. But, like, I don't want to do it right now, so show me the next one. Discover 5 glades, not happening this game. You've lost your damn mind. I'll do that, though. That's easy enough. So, you go to 15. You can also use mushrooms for that. We're about to grow a bunch, so I'm not that worried. You come around like this, get rid of these. You come up here so you can actually reach these trees. And then you get staff now. Stop making porridge. Start making porridge. I think I set all this up already. This looks familiar. Yeah, I think you're good to go there. So that should get us topped up on porridge and pickled goods. So that we don't really have to worry about that too much anymore. I promise you there are reeds everywhere on this map still. You will never want for a job. Just go find some more. I don't even know where this stuff comes from anymore. I just click trade. Provisioner is probably what we're looking for here at this point. Because we've got 2-star flour at the rain mill. So that kind of renders the supplier obsolete. Clothier's 3-star coats, but 2-star coats is fine. We're at 62 of them right now. And brewery, I mean, we don't have anything... Well, first of all, we straight up can't make it, so I guess that answers that. Give me the provisioner. This isn't right. There's supposed to be a road here. What was the other building we got that we wanted to actually make? It was not an advanced rain collector, although it does look fucking sick, dude. I think we just want to make this provisioner. Clear some of that out. Renwald is here. +2 to vegetables. It's a little late for that to matter. Global food production speed's huge. Builder's pack is huge. I'll just take a free +3 resolve for humans. And I can't make training gear yet, but when I can, you're all gonna pay. Oh, I remember what I was going to make. I was going to make this bakery. I was also going to... Oh my god, we're at level 6 hostility. People be a little upset. So you guys go and work in the mine during storm. I need to get under 5. It's not like a, ooh, I don't know if I could get under 5 or not. I need to get under 5. I can't tank -20 to global resolve right now. That's also a pretty strong indicator that this game is about to end. Hopefully it ends favorably and not unfavorably, but I think we probably need to go pretty soon. So let's get under 4. People are fine under 4, but like if we took that plus 20, that minus 20, it'd actually be minus 24. So beavers would be at like minus 16 resolve right now. It seems less than ideal, is what I'm trying to say. So I think our strategy here is you are finally going to start making flour because we're finally going to start planting mushrooms. We're going to spend that flour in a bakery. The bakery is going to make biscuits and pies that is going to make humans happy. And we're just going to have to tick resolve. That's how we're getting out of here. What did I want you to make? I wanted you to make packs or provisions. We have so many herbs, just go to 100. Trading, actually not that important anymore. I think we start to dial it back on trading. Because I don't really just want to burn resources for no reason anymore. This, though, we can do. We can finally get you upgraded to 3. And then we could also just, like, finish out housing, I guess. So all of this just needs to go. Get rid of all of that. That's going to be houses, houses, houses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're going to be long blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Road is going to be here. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. What kind of water do you like? Clearance water? Just kidding, I don't really have pipes. A second sharp sickles is complete overkill right now. Filling dish, we still don't produce drizzle water. Frequent patrols, we're probably done doing glade events. So this is probably a reroll, because I don't really respect Firekeeper's armor and we don't have corruption problems. Villagers with leisure fulfilled. We don't currently fulfill leisure, so that doesn't do much for us. Dye extractor, we don't really produce that scale of insects. Moldy grain seeds, if it was reversed, I'd love it, but it's not. And we don't really need the meat. But I think it does the most of any perk that's here, bizarrely enough. So that's just a horrendous pick, basically. I would like to... Oh my god, it's 8 people that we take? I can't take 8 people. It's too many, dude. That's way too many people. Why are you showing up at my door with 8 people wanting to come in? The heck? Where's the rest of my beavers? I gotta make progress on these trees. You are actually caught up, so let's get rid of you. You can come in here. Oh, there they are. They're just idle workers. But now I don't have a free builder, so where can I obtain a free builder from? I don't think you're as important as you think you are. Let's have you be a free builder. Wine. We absolutely want wine. That's a great pickup. You could go over here. And then with wine, beavers and foxes are going to be happy. That's just going to continue to increase their resolve. Please build this. Look at all these specialization bonuses. We want to get foxes in there, huh? You got 3 foxes working in a market. You don't all, like, need to be in there. Some of you can leave. Dude, it's so much, but that's what I like about it. Is that at any given time you're balancing like 100 different things. And the developers have done a really nice job of giving you multiple outs to every situation. So like for this, we need wine because wine is a luxury for our beavers and for our foxes that we can use in the market. But there's multiple buildings that can fulfill the luxury need, so it doesn't just have to be market, and there's multiple buildings that can produce wine, so it doesn't just have to be the alchemist hut. So you always have like some outs, and it's this really delicate balance of figuring out what's going to be good for me now, what's going to be good for me in the future, what kind of synergies do I want to set up, what am I trying to like play around. I love those kind of style of games where you're just always trying to like think about what your next step is going to be. I can have you work on tea. Just make like 50 tea. If the tea house gets overwhelmed, you'll step in. But wine is more important for you. Yeah, sort of. And I was never that good at RTS games. Like I played Warcraft 3, I played Age of Empires, all that kind of stuff. And I loved the economy side of those games, of like, setting up your farms, getting your woodcutters established, all that kind of stuff. I was just ass at the actual combat. So I watched a couple people play Against the Storm and I was like, holy shit, it's my game. It was made specifically for me. Guy who's bad at unit micro, but likes isometric, like, resource management games. It's like, it's all the complex... Oh my god, our mine's out of ore, hang on. How much coal do we have right now? Why are we still sacking wood? That's bad. We still need coal. You need to get upgraded. 20 planks? Sure. It's all the complexity of what goes into, like, a build order in StarCraft, replaced with the complexity of having to respond to your surroundings. So, like, one of the things that kind of got me not bored, because I still enjoy playing, like, Humankind and Civ and those style of games, but a build order kind of lets you feel like you've solved it. Where you're like, I already know what I'm going to do for my first 10 turns. I'm going to build, like, a scout, and then I'm going to build a second scout, and then I build a monument, and then I build a worker, and that's just, like, how virtually every game goes. That stopped being interesting to me. It felt like you had to put in so much work just to, like, get to the mid-game where you had to make interesting decisions. And here, it's impossible to have a build order, because every choice is randomized. Like, you're never seeing the same buildings when you hit a blueprint threshold. You're never seeing the same cornerstones. You're never seeing the same map. Each map has, like, different resources. So, rather than falling into that kind of, like, set way of thinking of I do X and then Y and then Z, it's a game that forces you to make choices at every possible juncture in the game's progress. And I think that's just really cool. And it only works because they've done a really good job designing and balancing the game. It would be so easy to get this balance wrong, so that there is actually just like one building that's overpowered, and every time you see it, you take it. And there is like a little bit of that. There's some cornerstones. The cornerstones are the things that pop up here and come down here. There's some cornerstones that are just ludicrously strong. Like, most times you see them, you take them. But most things are pretty balanced. There is 0 enemies. There's 0 combat. Your enemies... Here, I'll open a glade for you. I'll show you the enemies. These are the enemies. The enemies are these skulls. Like this dangerous glade, and then also there's even worse ones. There's these forbidden glades. We'll pop into one quick, and I'll show you what the enemies are. Please cut. Now you, what are you doing? Herbs. 100. 500. Just start making stuff. Why? Where are my mushrooms? Why do they just vanish? Like into the... Okay, maybe they're all in this building. Never mind, you've got them all. You're working on it. Question answered. The enemy is this number, and the enemy is this bar. This number being large makes this bar fill up faster, and this bar gets all the way full, you lose. That is your lose state for a given game. This is your enemy. This bar. But then, like, the secondary enemy, like the enemy that you're reacting to on, like, a minute-to-minute basis, is the stuff that's in these glades. So we'll crack one open, we'll see what we've got. We have a large abandoned cache. We break these open for resources, and they give us stuff. Personally, I would love to do that. I just need to find where my foxes are. Again, you know what? Get out. Get out of there. You have ruined buildings. These aren't necessarily enemies. These are still good things. This is your enemy. This is a glade event. So the glade event has a threat. And the threat is what happens if this timer ticks down to 0 without you doing anything. In this case, it's a thick, spreading cloud of miasma that kills every living being within a radius of 20 tiles. So anything you've built around here, any villagers that you have, any glade nodes, anything like that, disappear if you do nothing in 13 minutes. The way that you fight that enemy is you have these two different choices. You can either perform a ritual, or you can bury the entrance. Performing a ritual requires any of these kinds of goods, and then while you're working on the ritual, it gives you this negative effect. So this number up top, our hostility, is currently at 7. If we decide to perform this ritual, our hostility is going to go to 10. It's going to be an unmanageably large number for the period of time that we're working on this objective. Or we can just bury the entrance. This gives us woodcutters and gatherers are -12 to resolve, which is their happiness number over here that contributes to our bar going up to win the game. And then it also takes a separate set of materials. So this is construction materials, planks, fabric, bricks. This is services materials, basically. Incense, scrolls, tea, oil, resin. And they give you different rewards. This just gives you extra reputation, which we're probably going to take, because I can't afford to stay on this map that much longer. And this just gives you a ton of resources. So I now need to go find 2 more foxes to put into this stupid thing. Because if you're not tired of thinking yet, each species also has a bonus. So the foxes are better at anything that has... Hello, can I click you? Foxes are better at anything that has this leaf icon. It makes them solve the event faster. So there's also choices for every single person who you put in every building, like who's going to be the best person to go there. And in this case, we're just going to snatch some foxes and dump them in here. And then... yeah, we'll use planks to do that. So early game, you might be like, oh, I'll just take all the free stuff. It gets free stuff, why wouldn't I take it? In the late game, you're like, get me the hell out of here. Everything around me is a nightmare, and I want to go home. Which is the stage of the game that we're currently at. We're in the I would like to go home stage of the game. But I am probably going to take more people. Because I need people to work these damn buildings, dude. Y'all gotta get in here. Like, give me this last little bit of resolve so that we can go. You should not be foxes, though. You should be like beavers or something. And then you can be a fox. So this storm is going to be a nightmare. We have an absolute nightmare arriving in 30 seconds. Our resolve is going to crater. Oh, go, like, get off this map. Once this bar fills, that you finish this map, you go back to, like, the world map, and you figure out where you're going to go next. There's a meta progression mechanic to the game as well, where you gradually, like, unlock stuff over time and stack up more and more passive benefits. Should also probably do this. Have at least 10 aesthetics decorations, 10 harmony decorations, +5 to ale production, and a brewery. I mean, it's just resources. It's not that hard at all. We're at 8 of 10 aesthetics, 4 of 10 harmony. Sure, let's just do like some giant arches. So that's 10 harmony, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then 2 more aesthetics. You can just go over here. And I'll give you like a bush too. So we build that, we finish this. Each of these orders gives you a reputation in addition to other effects, so we're just going to grab those now. We're going to grab this now, which is going to be half a reputation. You're empty. Where can you go? Oh, down here. There's some stuff for you to do. Beavers at a casual minus 34 resolve. Humans at a casual minus 10 resolve. Or minus 30 resolve. It's, you know, less than ideal. People will leave. So here's the other enemy. The enemy, there's 3 different seasons. In the storm season, people take these extra resolve penalties. When they go negative, if you fail to keep people happy enough, they go from positive green numbers to negative red numbers, and you get this red dial that shows up. When the dial goes all the way around, someone dies. And when someone dies, you fill up your impatience meter. So it's again just continued pressure on this red bar, pushing you closer and closer towards losing the game. And everyone is miserable this storm, because we've been here super long and hostility is very, very bad. But I think we probably still have this one. Because we've still got one more order we could take. I will not do that, thank you. I'll probably just do this. Like, I don't want to discover 3 more dangers for Forbidden Glades. So I need to get to 25 trade goods. Where do trade goods even come from right now? Oh, our smithy. Okay. So you go to 30. Yeah, see, losing villagers times 1, impatience plus 0.3. A woodcutter left, a human harvester left, blight rot cysts appeared, losing villagers times 2, impatience plus 0.3. Like, people be mad. We're probably going to lose a second beaver here, too. Might even lose a second human. Yep, a miner left. Okay. Where the hell do I make building materials right now? Only in a makeshift post and nowhere else. That's not great. I will take you, and that's it, because I stopped trading. Okay, fair. I need you to show me something that helps me live. Would be ideal. Do you have anything like that? Do you have anything that allows a person to live? I need building materials is what I need. We're going to do a little trading. Primarily because I need enough amber to buy a reroll so that I can find a building that produces building materials, so I don't have to use a makeshift post for it. But then I could just, like, build a makeshift post for it, I guess, as well. I could also just build these 2 stupid rain collectors. So this is +1 reputation. This is +1 reputation. We're still going to need 1 full reputation and a little bit of help. Your threshold is 45 right now. Well, okay, so beavers are now happy as well. This is good news. You make building materials using planks? No. You use literally anything you can find. And you go to 20. And you? I don't know, I'm just going to put people in there. We've made 100 packs of provisions, though, so that seems pretty good. We don't have anything that immediately helps us here. This does just give us 3 free resolve. Actually, now I think we're fine. So humans are going to tick resolve, beavers are ticking resolve, foxes are ticking resolve. We are gaining 1 reputation per minute. And every time they hit specific thresholds, so like humans don't give you anything reputation-wise until you get them to 30. And then they spend a little time at 30 and they were like, hey, 30 is pretty great, here's 1 reputation. And then after they give you that 1 reputation, they're like, I'm not happy at 30 anymore. Now I want to be at like 35. And then to get their next point of reputation, you have to push them to 35. And then at 35, they're like, I'm not that happy anymore. Now you got to take me to 40. So you can't just get them to like 30 and then farm reputation forever. It increments every time you get a reputation out of them. But here, I think we're so far above where they need to be on all 3 of them that we'll probably be just fine. But just out of curiosity, okay, you'll give me like a 1-star pack of building materials. I'll take it. I'm a little insulted by it, but I'll take it. That's cleared. You guys can come and work in here. But I think at this point we're done. I think we can just watch the game win itself at this point. We've constructed a good enough economic engine. And we can now just allow ourselves to complete the game. I think this Glade event down here, though, that might be the first Glade event that I've ever failed. Which is a little bit of an insult. This one? Oh, it's already gone. Yeah, we finished that with plenty of time to spare. It does have fast forward. I've literally never pressed these buttons. I just enjoy my time in the game too much. But here, just for you. Yeah, we'll speed them up. There you go. So you get these like you get these rewards. These are meta progression currencies. There's a level that unlocks new buildings. We've done all that shit already. We've played this shit for like 45 episodes. And then this is like the overall world map. These are the 2 towns that we've built so far. There is stuff on the map that gives you different kinds of modifiers. And then there's also different biomes. So the one that we played was in this purple stuff, the Coral Forest. There's also Royal Woodlands, there's Marshlands, there's Scarlet Orchard, there is Cursed Royal Woodlands. And each of the different biomes gives you different resource types on the map, and specifically different resource types in trees. So the place where you build a city also influences like the kind of buildings that you pick and the kind of things that are good and the kind of things that are bad. Like on this map, we can harvest metal from trees. We really didn't have to make any metal that game. All the metal we needed, we just took from trees. If you go to Royal Woodlands, all the trees give you is wood. That's it. So metal you actually have to like mine or make. Yeah, it's a super in-depth, like mechanically rich Settlers of Catan. And it looks overwhelmingly complicated at first, and then continues to be overwhelmingly complicated as you play it. But if you're a fan of like overwhelmingly complicated games, oh man, is it good. Like it's a truly fantastic roguelike. So we're gonna head over to the Smoldering City, which is all of our meta progression stuff. And this is our upgrade tree. We spend the food, mechanical parts, and artifacts on these meta progression upgrades. So like this one, when we start a new city, we can say, I want a plantation from the start. Like I'm going to lock in that blueprint so that I know that I have this. And if you know that the map you're going to has fertile soil, then maybe that's a good idea. Or you could do, we can pick amber. Just give me money to start so I can buy any of the stuff that I need. Etc., etc. We're kind of past like thinking about whether any of these are good, and we're just unlocking them in order. And also we're out of food already, so we're kind of stuck with that. And then you've also got like, your classic achievements panel, etc. So I usually only play one of these in a sitting because a game is like, 2 2 hours, roughly, give or take. Faster if you use fast forward, but I just like watching the settlement play out. But for next time, where are we going to go? I think we've done all these modifiers. Petrified Necropolis does seem kind of fun, though. Gain 5 meat for every 10 stone and clay produced, because all the villagers are petrified. We've also got... Well, this gives food. We're perennially short on food as an upgrade material, so I think maybe next game we do just go here, and we do this Royal Woodlands with a little bit of extra food that we're going to get from the Necropolis. I think that's probably going to be our best bet. We could also do here, but we kind of shortchange ourselves a bit of food. So, I think this is going to be next village. I really liked the foxes. I think I want to play with them a bit more, so we'll probably end up taking this embark caravan. But we're going to save that one for next time. I'll take you back to the deed screen so you can see the lifetime statistics. And then I'm going to go take a walk and get a bit of work done today before my boss notices that I haven't gotten a whole lot done this week so far. So that's where we're going to leave this for today. Thanks for hanging out. There is always the VODs channel if you need to catch up on any of the episodes that you missed. We are 40 episodes deep on Against the Storm. Plenty of stuff in the archive to catch up on. Otherwise, I think the plan is probably to stream Guild Wars tonight, and then at some point later this week, I am going to try and get a little bit more of Before We Leave in. But until then, have a good rest of your day, and I'll catch you around next time. Take care.